And let's bring in Democratic Congressman Amo of Rhode Island for more. Congressman, thank you for coming on. I want to start with Prime Minister Netanyahu because he's on Capitol Hill today. And when the ceasefire was announced, you called for a lasting two-state solution. So what was your reaction to the president's plan of a U.S. takeover of Gaza?
Well, I found President Trump's proposal, if we can call it that, unserious, unfocused, and dangerous, risking the troops that we have, American troops, who are potentially putting them in harm's way, and looking at this conceptually like a real estate deal. This is about a lasting peace that must endure to provide the security and stability that Israelis and Palestinians deserve. And we have a roadmap. We have a plan to surge humanitarian aid. We have the work ahead to get hostages back. And we need to make sure that beyond this ceasefire, we have a lasting peace. So I don't take his proposal very seriously, and I don't think many do.
Now the White House is saying, though, that U.S. troops don't need to be involved and that this would be a temporary relocation of Palestinians while the area is rebuilt. So why shouldn't the U.S. help to build, and I'm quoting here, beautiful modern communities with new and modern homes in Gaza, as President Trump suggested?
Well, look, even with those words, we hear the language of the real estate developer-in-chief and not the president. I think we should aid in that rebuilding in a thoughtful manner. But all I hear coming out of the White House is just trying to massage words from the president, like they often are, when he speaks and shoots from the hip.
Given the length of time this conflict has gone on, do you think we need a new approach?
Look, I think we need to fortify our commitment to the goals that we have, which is, for me, a two-state solution, a lasting peace, security for Israelis and Palestinians, and, of course, making sure that we surge humanitarian aid and get hostages back. I think we have to stick to that plan and do so with our allies in the region, making sure that there's a regional solution. America cannot carry this on its own, and making sure that we involve those partners is critical to arriving at those goals that I outlined.
I also want to ask you about the funding freeze the Trump administration placed on federal grants, because you say a Head Start provider in your district tried to withdraw federal funding to make payroll last week, but the staff was locked out. Have you brought your concerns about that to the administration?
Yes, we have seen not just that one Head Start provider, but other folks have difficulty accessing the systems to carry out their normal operations. And this is not unique to me. We're hearing this from folks across the country. So this illegal attempted funding freeze by President Trump is having lasting repercussions, sowing fear and chaos and, of course, a lot of confusion in so many people who are doing essential work. This is what happens when you have folks like Elon Musk come in and access the fundamental critical systems in government. And I think we have to put a full stop to this exercise that is only hurting Americans.
That said, Congressman, President Trump campaigned with Elon Musk and promised to make major cuts to government spending. So do you see this as what the American people voted for?
No one elected Elon Musk. In this country, yes, we elect a president, but I didn't elect a billionaire to come in and run the operations of the payment systems at the Treasury Department, going into other crucial agencies, going into USAID and running roughshod around key tenets of our national security, of our economic security. Elon Musk needs to keep his hands off my grandmother's Social Security check. Full stop. And I think I am joined by millions and millions of Americans who do not want him to have unfettered access to critical systems and the operations of our government.
All right, Democratic Congressman Amo of Rhode Island, we appreciate your time today, sir. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.